Alam niyo bang napakabigat talaga nito? Handa na ba kayo? Ayan. Kita nyo? Di po ba imposible nga yata? Huh?
Hindi naman masyadong mabigat.
Talaga ho? Hindi masyadong mabigat yan?
Magkakaroon pa man, dapat magamit mo ng maayos ang scissor niyan sa iyong pakikipaglaban.
Ha? Sa impyerno. Paalam. Oh? Ha? Ano? Nawala!
Eto nga kaya ang puwersa ng Papa ni Goten. Ang lakas pala talaga. At nauna pa siyang nakalayo dun sa templo nang hindi ko namamalayan. Yun na siguro ang tinatawag nilang instant transmission technique.
Lumakad ka na, Trunks! Kunin mo na yung Dragon Raider!
Opo!
Ha? Ano yun? Sino ba yung kinakausap mo niya ngayon at tungkol pa sa isang trainer?
But at this point of the dream, I was given the opportunity to see kind of from the heavens looking down on the earth. And what I saw was that I was able to see, the globe was kind of out here like this, and I was able to see very clearly many cemeteries and graveyards. Then I was brought very close to many of these graveyards, and what I saw was a very unusual thing to me, was that the ground was breaking open. Literally, the dirt was breaking open kind of violently, and people were coming out of the graves. I'll tell you that as a Catholic, I prayed many, many times that I believed in the resurrection of the dead. But I don't really believe at that point, in the dream especially, that I was persuaded that that would actually happen. I know now that that's what I saw. I saw dead people resurrected from the graves. The condition that they came out was very unusual. And the other thing that was unusual is that one cemetery plot headstone would have a person come out of the dirt, and one next to it would not. It seemed to be kind of a not just random, but kind of a categorized launching, so to speak, of these people out of the dirt. Again, it was very violent. It was almost as though the dirt was receiving a small explosion or something and breaking open. And I literally saw dirt flying. And I saw this all over the globe. It wasn't just in one area. It wasn't just in, say, the United States. It was all over. And when people would begin to come out, their appearance, two things about their appearance first astounded me. The first thing was that the clothes they were wearing seemed to be like a choir robe. They were kind of like a long dress, so to speak, a cloak almost hanging off them. But in the middle of the day, it was like those outfits that entertainers wear when they're under the lights, and the lights, key in on them, and the sequins kind of make the light just shoot off, and they glimmer. These people came out in the middle of the day glimmering. Their outfits and their person was brighter than the sun. I wish I could explain that to you, other than I could see the brightness of these people coming out. Men, although they had these robes on, appeared to be very, very masculine. I always used to think that, those robes I had to wear when I graduated from school kind of looked kind of feminine, But these things that these people were wearing were masculine, and yet when women were resurrected, they looked very feminine. Again, I'm going to give you the dream exactly as I saw it. Some things I wish sounded more exciting, and other things I wish were just a bit tamer, but I'm going to give it to you exactly as I saw it. These people that came out, it was difficult for me to explain this over the years. Older people would come out with the appearance that they were old, but they weren't old. You could tell that they had lived a full life, maybe 80 years, 75 years, something like that. But say, for instance, their hair that was lost was back again. They looked mature, but they didn't look aged. Okay? Young people, I saw a lot of young people resurrected, and although they looked very young, they weren't very young. There was a maturity about them. I wish, again, I could clearly define how this appeared during the dream. The position that I was in at this time didn't give me the allowance to understand these things because of the staunch Catholicism that my family and I had practiced. I had never heard of Protestant Christian practices. I had never been to a Protestant church. I had never experienced someone witnessing to me the gospel of Jesus Christ and the plan of salvation. I had never read the book of Revelation. And to be very, very frank with you, even to this day, it would have been a lot easier for my life if I would have never been given this dream. I wanted to just kind of do my thing and carry on with my life. I thought it was going just fine until this began to happen. So just to help you understand, I did not ask for this. I've never asked to see the Lord. I've never asked to see angels. I've never asked to have visions. Usually every time I get something like this, I end up getting in some sort of trouble. And so I don't really like the trouble that kind of follows you when God starts to show you things. The other thing that I want to make clear to you is when this was happening, I really didn't understand that it was God at first. And so just to have you understand where I came from, there was no desire for me to experience this dream. All of a sudden, the people that came out, they just disappeared. I wish I could tell you where I saw them go. I don't know. I don't know if they were taken and hidden somewhere. I don't know if they were taken in the clouds because I never saw them go up. I never saw them go away. They just vanished. Okay? One thing I can tell you is I did not see one person on planet Earth changed like we've read in the Bible where it says, the dead in Christ shall rise first, and those which are alive and remain shall be changed. I didn't see anybody at that point, when I saw these people come out of the grave, changed or get zapped out of planet Earth, meet the Lord in the clouds. I didn't see anything like that, okay? Again, I need to tell you, I had never heard of a rapture. As a Catholic, second coming of Christ was not even a dogma of our church. We didn't practice the belief in a second literal coming of Jesus Christ. And so this all was very foreign to me. And as soon as these people disappeared, for a lack of words, wherever they went, mass hysteria began to hit the earth. People had the appearance of absolute despair, hysteria. There was pandemonium everywhere. There was mass chaos. Lawlessness and fear was working everywhere. I was able again to see in many quadrants of the earth, and there wasn't any one nation that was under this. All of the globe was experiencing
Taylor Swift, My Baby 13 of the Hexagon Star. One of the 9 orders of angels is the principalities, the protectors of religions, guardian angels of cities, nations, rulers. They keep watch over nations and attempt to inspire their leaders to make wise decisions, often depicted wearing soldiers' garb and sandals. They are seen in human form. They provide strength to the tribes of the earth to pursue and enjoy their faith. This photo comes from Dragon Ball Z. In that movie, this is a super saiyan that flies outside the earth. See Taylor Swift, baby. Satan lacks the ability of the super saiyan immortal Lord Jesus Christ. What he lacks, he forms it a hexagon star. One day we will fly together, Taylor Swift, baby. Please say yes that you will take care of my US visa and marry me. This photo comes from Dragon Ball Z. In that movie, this is a super saiyan that flies outside the earth. See Taylor Swift, baby. Satan lacks the ability of the super saiyan immortal Lord Jesus Christ. What he lacks, he forms it a hexagon star. One day we will fly together, Taylor Swift, baby. Please say yes that you will take care of my US visa and marry me. My name is Jimar Kyugi. Taylor Swift, baby. Sue, have a plan this year. Take me with you and we'll get married. Our destiny is so glorious. That is big. We are God's and highest ranking super saiyan immortals. Our future destiny. So wonderful to be God's and highest ranking super saiyan immortals and be worshipped by millions of angelic beings and all super saiyan immortals. Satan doesn't like it, but my Papa Jaime likes it for the best of his son.